Welcome, friend, to Dream Bites, a podcast where the magic of storytelling meets the power of imagination. Each episode is a warm invitation to explore a world unlike any other, carefully crafted to transport you to new realms of wonder. So, find a cozy spot, settle in, and let the friendly voice of our narrator be your guide on this exciting adventure. And now, dear listener, it's time to embark on today's delightful story.
Penny the Penguin and the Snowy Soccer Tournament. Chapter 1. Dreams in the Snow Penny. The penguin stood at the entrance of her cosy igloo, her eyes sparkling with wonder as she gazed over the snowy expanse before her. The annual Snowy Soccer Tournament was in full swing, and laughter and cheers floated through the crisp, icy air. The vibrant banners flapping above the icy field ignited a dream inside her heart. "One day I'll be out there," Penny whispered, her flippers tingling with excitement. Her mum and dad, wrapped in warm, fuzzy scarves, joined her at the entrance. Her mum draped a flipper over Penny's shoulders, pulling her close. "What are you thinking about, my little dreamer?" her mum asked, her voice soft and loving. Penny took a deep breath, gathering her courage. "Mum, Dad, I want to play in the Snowy Soccer Tournament," she said, her voice filled with determination. Her parents glanced at each other, a flicker of concern in their eyes. They knew that penguins weren't typically seen as soccer players. "Sweetie," her dad said gently, kneeling to meet her gaze, "it's not going to be easy. There may be some who doubt you." Penny's beak quivered slightly, but she held her head high. "I know, Dad, but I believe I can do it. I want to show everyone what penguins are capable of." Her mum smiled, her eyes glistening with pride. "Then we believe in you too, Penny. If anyone can make this dream a reality, it's you." A broad smile spread across Penny's face as she hugged her parents tightly. Their support meant the world to her. "Thanks, I'm going to form my own team," she said, her mind already racing with plans. "We'll show everyone what we can do." With a heart full of hope and determination, Penny waddled into the igloo. She fetched a piece of parchment and a quill and began jotting down names and ideas. She needed the best and the brightest talents in the icy wonderland to support her dream. "First, I need to talk to Barry the dancing polar bear," she said to herself, tapping the quill against her beak. She could already picture him pirouetting past opponents with his graceful moves. "Then there's Silas the Speedy Seal. His speed would be perfect for quick plays," Penny said, making another note. Lastly, there was Wally the Wise Walrus. Wally's knowledge and experience would make him the perfect coach to guide them through the tournament's challenges. Penny looked at the list, a fire burning in her heart. She knew the path ahead wouldn't be easy, but with her determination and the support of her future teammates, anything was possible. "Look out, Snowy World," she said, a grin spreading across her face. "Penny's team is coming, and we're ready to take on the tournament." With that, she rolled up the parchment, tucked it under her flipper, and marched out of the igloo, ready to turn her dream into reality. Chapter 2. Gathering the Dream Team. Penny waddled through the sparkling snow, her heart pounding with excitement and purpose. The sunrise painted the icy wonderland in hues of pink and gold, making the snow glitter like a sea of diamonds. With each step, Penny's list of potential teammates crinkled under her flipper, a reminder of the task ahead. Her first stop was the shimmering ice cave, where Barry the dancing polar bear honed his graceful moves. As Penny approached, she heard the soft swoosh of Barry's twirls echoing off the crystalline walls. "Barry!" Penny called out, her voice filled with enthusiasm. "I have an idea I think you'll love." Barry paused mid-pirouette, his eyes widening with curiosity. "Oh, hey, Penny, what's on your mind?" Penny took a deep breath. "I'm forming a soccer team to compete in the Snowy Soccer Tournament. Your dance moves would be incredible on the field. Will you join me?" Barry hesitated, his brows furrowing slightly. "But Penny, I'm a dancer, not a soccer player. What if I trip over the ball?" Penny smiled encouragingly. "Barry, your grace and balance are exactly what we need. Imagine dazzling the crowd with your footwork. Together we can show everyone what we're capable of." Barry's eyes sparkled with newfound excitement. "You really believe in me that much?" Penny nodded, her grin widening. "Absolutely. So what do you say? Will you freeze the day with me?" Barry laughed, his hesitation melting away. "Count me in, Penny. Let's dance our way to victory." With Barry on board, Penny set off to find Silas the Speedy Seal. She spotted him zipping across a frozen lake, leaving a trail of powdery snow in his wake. "Silas!" Penny shouted, waving her flippers. "Wait up!" Silas skidded to a halt, spraying Penny with a flurry of snowflakes. "Penny, what brings you out here?" Penny brushed the snow off her feathers, chuckling. "I'm putting together a soccer team, and I need your speed, Silas. Your lightning-fast reflexes could be the key to outwitting our opponents." Silas's face lit up with a mischievous grin. "Soccer, huh? Sounds like the perfect opportunity to show off my moves." "So you'll join us?" Penny asked hopefully. "Definitely. I can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when we zoom past them," Silas said, doing a quick spin. Penny's heart soared with gratitude. 2 down, 1 to go. She made her way to the ancient ice cliffs where Wally the Wise Walrus lived. She found him gazing out at the shimmering sea, his expression serene. "Wally," Penny said softly, approaching him, "I need your wisdom." Wally turned, his eyes crinkling with warmth. "Ah, young Penny, what brings you to my cliffs today?" Penny explained her dream and her plan, her voice filled with passion. "And that's why I need you, Wally. Your guidance and experience could help us navigate any challenge. Will you be our coach?" Wally stroked his tusks thoughtfully. "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, Penny. I'd be honored to help you and your team take those steps together." Penny's heart swelled with joy. "Thank you, Wally. With you by our side, I know we can achieve anything." As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Penny stood with her newfound teammates, their faces shining with anticipation. Barry danced a little jig, Silas zipped in circles, and Wally watched with a knowing smile. "Team," Penny said, raising her flipper, "our journey starts now. Together, we'll prove that with hard work, belief, and the power of friendship, no dream is too big. Freeze the day." "Freeze the day!" they cheered in unison, their voices carried by the crisp, icy wind. And so, with a dancing bear, a speedy seal, and a wise walrus by her side, Penny set out to turn her dream into a reality, one waddling step at a time. Chapter 3. First Practice Troubles. Penny stood at the centre of the icy field, her heart filled with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Around her, Barry the dancing polar bear, Silas the Speedy Seal, and Wally the Wise Walrus gathered, each wearing a hopeful yet uncertain expression. "All right, team, let's start our first practice," Penny announced, clapping her flippers together. "Barry, you can use your dance moves to dodge around opponents. Silas, your speed will be crucial in quick attacks. And Wally, we'll count on your strategies to guide us through." The team nodded in agreement, but as practice commenced, it quickly became clear that their different skills made coordination tricky. Barry's elegant pirouettes turned into unexpected tumbles as he tried to maneuver the soccer ball with his large paws. Silas, with his lightning speed, often collided with Barry, sending them both sprawling onto the snow. Penny, trying to keep it all together, found herself overwhelmed and a little frustrated. "Oops, sorry, Barry," Silas barked, looking sheepish as he helped Barry up. "I got a bit carried away with my speed there." "It's okay, Silas," Barry said with a slightly strained chuckle, brushing snow off his fur. "I guess I need to work on balancing better while kicking the ball, but maybe you could give me a bit more space?" Penny sensed the tension rising and decided to intervene. "Guys, let's take a breather. We're all learning here. Silas, try to be more aware of your teammates' positions. Barry, focus on controlling the ball first, then add your dance moves gradually." Silas and Barry nodded, but Penny could see a flicker of doubt in their eyes. She turned to Wally, hoping for some sage advice. Wally observed quietly from the side, his tusks gleaming under the soft twilight. He finally spoke in his deep, soothing voice. "Remember, team, every snowflake in an avalanche pleads not guilty. We must work in harmony to avoid chaos." Penny paused, trying to decipher Wally's cryptic message. After a moment, she smiled and turned to her team. "I think what Wally means is that we all have a role to play, and we need to find a way to make our individual strengths work together, like snowflakes forming a strong avalanche." Silas and Barry's expressions cleared as they grasped the meaning behind Wally's words. With renewed determination, they returned to practice, this time more mindful of each other's movements. As the practice session progressed, the team began to find their rhythm. Barry started blending his graceful moves with more controlled kicks, while Silas focused on pacing his speed to complement his teammates. Penny, with Wally's guidance, learned to orchestrate their efforts, calling out plays and encouraging her team. However, progress was not without its setbacks. At times, frustrations resurfaced and doubts crept in. During one particularly challenging moment, Silas accidentally tripped Barry, causing him to lose control of the ball. "Silas!" Barry growled, his usual jovial demeanor slipping. "You need to watch where you're going." Silas's ears drooped and he looked away. "I'm sorry, Barry. I was just trying to get to the ball quickly." Penny recognized the brewing conflict and called the team together. "Guys, I know this is tough, but we can't let little mishaps divide us. Let's talk this through and find a solution together." Wally nodded in approval. A team is like a tapestry, woven from many threads. Each thread must cross and support the others to create a strong and beautiful whole. Penny, Barry and Silas took a moment to ponder Wally's words. Slowly, they began to open up, sharing their concerns and ideas. "Barry, I apologize for not being more careful," Silas said sincerely. "What if we work on a signal system so I know when you're about to make a move?" Barry's frown melted into a smile. "That's a great idea, Silas, and I'll try to be more vocal about my intentions on the field." Penny beamed, seeing her team come together. "That's the spirit. By communicating and supporting each other, we'll grow stronger." With their newfound understanding, the team returned to practice with a renewed sense of unity. Slowly but surely, their individual strengths began to weave together, forming the beginnings of a cohesive unit. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, Penny called the team together one last time. "Team, I'm proud of the progress we've made today," she said, her voice filled with warmth and determination. "We've faced challenges, but we've also learned that by working together and believing in each other, we can overcome anything. Let's carry this spirit forward as we continue to train for the tournament." Barry and Silas grinned, while Wally looked on with a twinkle in his eye. Together, they placed their flippers, fins, and tusks in the center of the circle. "Freeze the day!" they cheered in unison, their voices ringing out across the icy field. As the team dispersed, heading back to their respective homes, Penny felt a surge of hope and pride. The first practice had been filled with troubles, but it had also shown the power of teamwork and communication. She knew that the path ahead wouldn't be easy, but with her team by her side, she believed they could face any challenge and emerge stronger. With a spring in her step, Penny made her way back to her igloo, her mind already buzzing with ideas for their next practice. The snowy soccer tournament awaited, and Penny's team was determined to show the icy wonderland what unity and perseverance could achieve. Chapter 4. Tournament Trials. The morning of the snowy soccer tournament dawned crisp and clear, the icy wonderland painted in hues of pink and gold. Penny stood at the entrance of the grand stadium, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and nerves. Her teammates, Barry the dancing polar bear, Silas the Speedy Seal, and Wally the Wise Walrus, gathered around her, their expressions mirroring her own. "This is it, team," Penny said, her voice filled with determination. "We've worked hard for this moment. Remember, no matter what happens, we stick together and believe in each other." Barry nodded, his usual playful grin tempered by a hint of seriousness. "We've got this, Penny. Let's show them what we're made of." Silas bounced on his flippers, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. "I can't wait to zoom past those other teams." Wally, in his sage wisdom, added, "Remember, young ones, the strongest blizzards start with a single snowflake. Trust in your teammates, and together you will weather any storm." As they entered the stadium, the roar of the crowd washed over them. The sight of the unconventional team, a penguin, a polar bear, a seal, and a walrus, drew curious murmurs and a few skeptical looks. Penny felt a flicker of doubt, but she pushed it aside, focusing on the unity and strength of her team. Their first match was against the Arctic Foxes, a team known for their agility and cunning. As the whistle blew, the foxes darted across the field with lightning speed, catching Penny's team off guard. Barry stumbled, trying to keep up with their quick movements, while Silas found himself outmaneuvered at every turn. Penny called for a timeout, gathering her team together. "Guys, I know they're fast, but we can't let that rattle us. Barry, use your dance moves to fake them out. Silas, conserve your energy and wait for the right moment to strike." The team nodded, determination etched on their faces. As play resumed, Barry began to incorporate his graceful spins and twirls, confusing the foxes and creating openings. Silas, with a burst of speed, took advantage of these moments, scoring a crucial goal. The match ended in a hard-fought draw, leaving Penny's team exhausted but proud. They had faced their first challenge and proven they could adapt. As the tournament progressed, each match brought new obstacles. The mighty walruses used their size and strength to overpower, while the nimble seals relied on their speed and agility. Penny's team struggled at times, falling behind and feeling the weight of their inexperience. During a particularly tough match against the Frosty Hares, Penny found herself overwhelmed, missing crucial passes and losing possession. Frustration built within the team, and tempers began to flare. Wally, sensing the mounting tension, called the team together during halftime. "Remember, young ones, a single snowflake is fragile, but together they can create an avalanche. Rely on each other's strengths, and you will find a way." Inspired by Wally's words, the team rallied. Barry used his agility to create space, drawing defenders away from Penny. Silas, with a burst of speed, made a crucial interception, passing the ball to Penny, who found the back of the net with a powerful kick. The final whistle blew, signalling a hard-earned victory. Penny's team celebrated, their spirits lifted by their teamwork and resilience. As the tournament neared its end, Penny's team faced their toughest challenge yet, the Blizzard Bears, a team of seasoned veterans known for their unyielding defense. The match was a grueling battle, with both teams fighting for every inch of the icy field. With minutes left on the clock and the score tied, Penny's team was exhausted, their energy drained. Doubt crept into their minds, and the weight of the moment seemed to crush their spirits. But in that moment of despair, Penny remembered the unwavering belief her teammates had in each other. She rallied them together, her voice filled with determination. "Team, we've come this far because we believed in ourselves and each other. We can't give up now. Let's give it everything we have together." Reinvigorated by Penny's words, the team surged forward with renewed energy. Barry danced past defenders, creating an opening. Silas, with a burst of speed, raced down the field, drawing the Blizzard Bears' attention. And Penny, seizing the moment, made a daring run towards the goal. The crowd held its breath as Penny kicked the ball with all her might. Time seemed to slow as it soared through the air, spinning and twisting. The Blizzard Bears' goalkeeper leapt, reaching for the ball, but it was too late. The ball hit the back of the net just as the final whistle blew. The stadium erupted in cheers as Penny's team celebrated their hard-fought victory. They had overcome challenges, faced doubts, and proven that with unity and perseverance, anything was possible. As they gathered together, smiles wide and hearts full, Wally looked upon his young charges with pride. "Remember this moment, young ones. You have shown that the strength of the pack lies in the strength of each snowflake." Penny, Barry, and Silas nodded, their eyes shining with emotion. They had faced the tournament trials and emerged stronger, not just as individuals, but as a team. With the finals ahead and the crowd chanting their names, Penny's team stood tall, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They had proven that in the heart of the icy wonderland, the power of friendship, belief, and unity could melt even the coldest of doubts. Chapter 5: The Grand Finale and Celebration. The sun peeked over the horizon, bathing the icy stadium in a golden glow. Penny the penguin led her team onto the grand field for the final match, her heart pounding with anticipation. Barry, Silas, and Wally followed closely, their expressions a mix of determination and excitement. "This is it, team," Penny said, her voice steady. "We've worked so hard to get here. No matter what happens, I'm proud of us." Barry gave her an encouraging nudge, Wally nodded sagely, and Silas bounced with barely contained energy. Their opponents, a fierce squad of sleek silver reindeer, were already on the field, their muscles rippling under glossy coats. The reindeer captain caught Penny's eye, offering a curt nod of respect. The whistle blew, and the game began. The reindeer surged forward with impressive speed and coordination. Barry twirled and spun, using his dance skills to evade their advances. Silas zipped across the field, his swiftness causing the reindeer to stumble. Penny strategized, guiding her team with precision. But as the minutes ticked by, the reindeer's relentless pace began to wear on Penny's team. They fell behind by 1 point, exhaustion creeping in. Penny glanced at Wally, seeking guidance. "Remember," Wally called out, True strength lies not in the individual snowflake, but in the unity of the blizzard. Penny's eyes widened with understanding. Team, we need to work together like never before, trust in each other, and let's show them what we've got. Reinvigorated, they pushed forward. Barry lured defenders away with a mesmerizing dance, creating an opening. Silas capitalized on the opportunity, receiving a crisp pass from Penny and scoring the equalizer. The crowd erupted in cheers. In the final moments, the reindeer captain broke through Penny's defense, charging towards the goal. Barry blocked the shot with a graceful spin, sending the ball to Silas. With a burst of speed, Silas passed to Penny. Penny saw her chance. With all her strength and determination, she kicked the ball, watching as it soared past the reindeer goalie's outstretched hooves and into the net. The stadium roared as the final whistle blew. Penny's team had won the snowy soccer tournament. Confetti rained down, glittering in the sunlight. Penny's team gathered in a joyful huddle, tears of happiness mingling with laughter. Penny looked at her friends, her heart swelling with pride and gratitude. "We did it," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "Together." Barry lifted Penny onto his shoulders, Silas barked in celebration, and Wally watched with a satisfied smile. The crowd chanted their names, and even the reindeer captain offered a respectful nod. Back at their igloo, the team celebrated with a feast, sharing stories and laughter. They marveled at how far they had come, each reflecting on the lessons learned. Penny gazed at the dancing auroras, a sense of fulfillment washing over her. "This is just the beginning," she said, turning to her team. "Together, there's nothing we can't achieve." "Freeze the day!" they cheered in unison, their voices ringing out with the promise of future adventures. In the heart of the icy wonderland, under a sky painted with magic, Penny's team had proven that with belief, unity, and the power of friendship, any dream could come true. The end.
And there you have it, dear listener. Another enchanting journey brought to life by the magic of storytelling. We hope that this tale has sparked your imagination and left you with a sense of wonder. As we close this chapter, remember that there's always another story waiting to be discovered. So keep your sense of curiosity alive and join us again for the next episode of Dream Bites. Until then, may your own adventures be filled with the same excitement and delight as the ones we've shared here. And always remember, the power of imagination knows no bounds. Thank you for being a part of the Dream Bites story. See you next time.